I call David Bennett.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to just congratulate everybody for the way that they're going to engage in these debates. I think that they will actually give an opportunity for a bit of wide-ranging debate rather than the traditional way that we've approached these issues. When we look at this debate here, there's 7 issues there, or a number of issues anyway, that are quite broad and cover a range of issues. I would want to just, first of all, just cap off that previous debate as the Chair of the Finance and Expenditure Committee, and when we look at economic development and some of those issues that are listed here in the services for business, it's very important that you have that economic environment in place, and that is what this government has been doing through working towards budget surplus, through getting unemployment down, through keeping interest rates low, for keeping inflation low, and for seeing strong economic growth. All those things are important for business because the environment that we as government deliver for business is the most important thing that we can do, much more important than any one-off decisions that we may have around what we prefer as the business of the day that we should be supporting, or the nature of any changes to the way that those businesses direct their affairs. But there is one issue in there which is quite an interesting one in our list, which is immigration, which is not necessarily something which the Finance and Expenditure Committee deals with. And I dealt with it previously in the Transport Committee, and I noticed the chair here, Mr Jonathan Young, and a very good chair he is as well. And I just wanted to possibly have a little bit of a talk about immigration. I think that in this House we have a very restrictive approach to immigration in New Zealand, and we should be looking at a broader way that we as a country could develop and take more migrants in to enable this country to develop, and the changing face of New Zealand that would be the result of that would be something that I think would add value and diversity to our country going forward, because we are providing an economic environment that people will want to be part of. And that talent, that human pool of capital that is out there, that talent of young people around the world that are looking for an opportunity in the future, will see New Zealand as a place to come. They see us as somewhere which is free and open. It has a strong economic environment and the ability for them to prosper and for their families to grow up with the opportunities that they may not have had in their home country. And yet we deny so many people that opportunity. And as a country, we deny ourselves the ability to have the strength that they would bring to this economy and this country going forward. And over time, that will change. In 50 years' time, we will not have these kind of debates. As you've seen a globalised world evolve, well, you will see a globalised capital world of talent evolve. And there will be no limits between countries around human capital. It will be something that will travel freely between countries as they all strive to get the best people to come to their country. And for New Zealand, it's also important that we actually take part in that process. Imagine the city of Auckland at 4 to 5 million people, competitive with Sydney and Melbourne. Imagine the cities of Hamilton and Tauranga at 500,000 or 600,000. Imagine if we built a city in between Hamilton and Auckland. Imagine those kind of changes that would arise if we had a greater immigration policy. That is the future of building economic growth in this country through having a more modern and progressive approach to our government and to our planning and to our development of our people. And those people will come with energy, passion, desire. They will come with the ability to work hard. They will come with a desire for education, and they will come with a desire to make their children have the best opportunities. That is the future of New Zealand, and that is an opportunity where we can leapfrog our neighbours as well, because many countries will fail to take advantage of that opportunity, and they will have situations where they are very restrictive in their approach to their country's population growth, and that will limit their ability to grow as an economic base. And it would be sad if any party in this House would be to take that approach, because that would be to deny New Zealand our future and would be contrary to any good economic judgment. And that party will not be here in 50 years' time, so that is why we won't have to worry about that.
Dr. David Clark.